Hello everybody, LP Gamer here, and coming back with another episode of Neo Scavenger. So this is our fourth episode now. Where I left off, we were in this piles of rubble of what was a city, and I don't think I found very much apart from this boot, this tactical boot for the left. So I'm kind of lopsided now. Our immediate concern was going to be the water situation. I'm becoming parched yet again. Now I don't know whether that's because I'm carrying so much gear. It's saying that I'm comfortable, but you know, I was sweating before, and I don't know whether that's got to do with me being parched. So I think the first order of business is to get on with our first again. So I'm going to head to this forest. I'm going to ignore all this there. As you can see, we're slow but surely starting to make our way towards Detroit Mega City gates, which is my ultimate goal, really, for this, because that's where the main storyline is. I want to get there. That's what I want to do. So let's just crack on. Now I can move free here, so we'll move there. I'm just going to keep going for a bit. I'll camp down at this forest down here. I'll scavenge there where this shack is, and turn here. What's wrong with you? Blisters on the foot, I'm blind, burdened. That's because it's night and I'm parched. So let's scavenge this area using this. So we've got a torch, some useless junk really. Right, let's go to items. No, items, there. Use this. Use, thank you, and we will recharge our movements. Still good there. Go to crafting, using our trapping skill with these, and where the hell is it? It's not there. There it is. These will make a friction fire, clear that, move this off, move that off, and where the hell's the fire gone? There it's it. Confirm, make a big ass fire. Yeah, we use the big ass fire and our big ass saucepan to make a... Oh really? No, we'll do it with that. So confirm these, sterilise our water, then what we'll do is check for wounds, we're okay. Drink this, use, and use. Screw it, we'll just use the whole lot. We'll take a wee bite to eat. Now we're good to go. Excellent. Let's go check out here. Let's scavenge here. Destroyed office building. Nothing. I think I had this last time. There was just nothing in these buildings. Some rags. I've already got 10. Another plastic bag. Let's see what else there is. I am carrying a lot of plastic bags. What's this? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep these 4 bottles. Right, let's just keep moving on. Let's keep pushing on. Oh, damn it. Not what I wanted. I'm walking blind now. I really don't want to just sit out in the open. Let's go check out this. What was that? Whoa. Space. What? My trainer's falling apart. I'm barefoot. I don't believe this. Items. Damn it. Yeah. What? Small chunk of hide. How much is that worth? $2. What can you make out of hide? Let's have a look at our crafting. What do we know? What do we know? Meat and hide. No, we want to make something from it. Squirrel snare? Nah. Alright, well, I think I can't make anything out of it. What was I needing to do? Right, I had an idea with this saw. Now, I've seen this before, using these. And this. Ta-da! Makeshift frag shoe. Confirm. Thank you. Oh, damn it. Damn it! I don't want to do that. It's fine. Items. It'll have to do now, buddy. I know it's uncomfortable, but we can't have you doing that. Oh, phone. Apologies there again, slight technical mishap. Right, moving on. We'll move here, end the turn there. Let's scavenge what we can in this area. We've got a few things there. Now I already know about the map location for where we need to go. We'll take these bandages. How much bandages? I've got 4. It's water again. It's a constant battle with water. I'm going to ditch this. I'm going to ditch the sleeping bag, and I'm just going to take off that and take this off. And oh, no! I want to be able to stash that. I'll tell you what, we'll just take off our jumper and the shirt. We'll keep the t-shirt on, put that back on, and we'll put that back on. Right. Right, there's nothing there. Search this one, confirm. Using a lighter, and we got some water again, which is handy because I've none left. I won't take the map. Let's swap that around for the Crocs. Rocking the apocalypse with Crocs. They're like, Crocs are like cockroaches, you know. You're guaranteed to have them survive the apocalypse. You know, nuclear war. Cockroaches and Crocs. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. I've got 2 moves left. I'm going to move this way. What's wrong with me? Blisters on the feet again. Keep moving. Keep moving. Can't move anymore. I'm thirsty again. Can you not just man up? Let's scavenge this city. Nothing. End of turn. Tell you what, let's eat some of those berries I had in my pocket. Eat that, use. Nom, 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 and oh. And nom. Nope, nope, nom. Can't drink that. Oh, that meat's went off. I should have spotted that one, guys. Damn it. Alright, we'll ditch it. So that didn't really last that long. I mean, where the hell did I pick that up? Was it past Zoom Zoom? Well, it's lasted a fair while, I suppose. I can't grumble. But, it would have been good to keep a hold of it, though. There's nothing else there. Right. Let's keep moving. Just keep moving. Ah, water source. We'll go there. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Items. Right click, use. Use that. Fill that one up. And fill that one up. Right. End of turn there. What we'll do is we'll search a city here. Scavenge there, see what we can find, then keep moving towards a forest area, boil down the water that we have, and then keep moving again. And we just keep doing that, just keep pepper potting until we get to, you know, the location, to the city, which is a fair old way away. Scavenge here, what can we find? Confirm, botany, and a lighter during the day. Nothing. Weird. Okay. Use the forest. We've got some water there though. Then we'll go back to making the good old friction fire, but I've no more points left, so I'll need to recharge them by clicking that. Parts burdened and blisters on the foot. Can't be helped. Crafting. Some logs. Some trapping skills. Some click, clear. Move them off. Oh no, I don't. That one there, that one's there. Confirm, clear. Move that off there. Big fire. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Metal saucepan. With some more. Not that one. some more water, some more water, and some more water. And then we'll just keep confirming them until we've boiled everything down. We can't do anything else anyway. Back to us. Use, 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 and use. I thought it was in a water area, but it doesn't matter. In the turn. There's a guy there. See what's scavenging this place. Nothing. Just keep moving. Hopefully he doesn't come near us. Oh, there's two now. Stop off at the city. I don't think there's anything here though. But there's a box. Whenever you see a box, it means there's items lying on the in that tile. Whenever you see a spyglass, magnifying glass, sorry, that means that you can search it or scavenge. So if we go to items now, you'll see that there's a handful of string just lying on the ground. Not really what we want. Ah! As you step into the clearing, you finally see the source of the eastern glow. It's a city, larger than any you've ever seen. Skyscrapers and their bigger brothers. Arcologies? Arcologies stand shoulder to shoulder, casting their glittering lights into the sky. Hovering lights flit around the super towers like fireflies. A massive wall encircles their base, with armed buttresses like glowing points on a crown. And radiating out from that wall, a shanty town of crumbling buildings, shacks, and tarp lean-tos. So we're getting close. Relief at the sight of civilization almost overtakes you until you realise you still have to make it there. That and scavenging promises to get a lot harder near the city, as nearby ruins will have been picked over already. So that must mean that we're getting very, very close. We're almost within that box region of getting towards the city. Hunger's now starting to become an issue, but I do have within my items the soup can. Where the hell is it? I did have soup. There's there. That's what it looks like. Creamy crumb condensed soup. Sounds delish. I'm going to go to this water source right here. I'm going to fill up my water bottles with some water. Use it again. There we go. Click. Click. And click. And click. I'm not needing any water right now. End the turn. That's right there. Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. You know, I've only done this game a handful of times, and it's very rarely that I've ever got to the mega city. It's just a very hard game. We'll eat these, eat that, eat this, eat that, eat this, eat them, eat, and we won't eat those because I will die. Shall I boil the water before we go in there? Yep, we're going to boil the water before we head on down into the mega city. That guy had a rifle or some kind there. So we'll go to crafting, pick up the twigs, use the trapping ability. I'm just doing this so I don't have, just in case anything happens while in that city, that I won't be without water. I am without food, apart from that one can, but I'm kind of hoping that we'll be able to get something while we're there. So yeah, the twigs, use that, confirm, clear, click on this, move that down there, move that there, move this in here, what the hell, never mind, confirm, clear, move that there, move this there, click over here, water, 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 and some more water, with my metal pan. Confirm, clear, confirm, clear, confirm, clear. And we will boil down some rags, if I do have any. I do have 7. Clear. Use some of this water here. Confirm, clear, confirm, clear. Right. Back to the player, move the water into there, move that water into there, move that water into there, and we'll just drink this one, move these into that first aid kit. Wait a minute, I need to sort that out. Empty that out. Move that into there, combine these two, there we go, clean rags, acting as a crude air filter. Right, that goes back there, that goes there, that goes in there. We'll just have a quick rejig of our backpack, 16.9, that is going to collapse at some point. I might need to try and get a new one of those. We'll move our first aid kit into that one. Preferably I would have liked to have, you know what I mean, I'll keep that right in there. What else? I'll put the map in there, I can sell that for some kudos. Damn it. Damn it. Ah, screw it, we'll just put them there. I'd like to keep this like the main kind of thing. Just try and keep it topped up. I'll move my lighter down into there. Right, okay, let's just go in there. Let's go and see what happens. Oh, hint on. Keep moving, keep moving. See how there's nothing in these cities. Apart from there's something right there. I don't know what that one is. You hear them before you see them. People. Lots of them. Pushing branches aside, you're presented with a city you saw from afar, a hybrid between shanty town, refugee camp and RV park, skirts the massive walls to the city. Everywhere you look, people navigating the winding, muddy roads, carrying supplies, patching holes in shelters, or arguing over property. Smoke from 1,000 camp stoves and barrel fires trail upward, and the scent of cooked food elixir gurgling from your stomach. Nary an eye pays attention to you, just one of the dozens of ragtag corpses shuffling in from the wasteland. Beggars, customers, hopefuls, prey. Welcome to DMC's sprawl. So, what is in this area here that we can pick up? Some more rags. Yeah, no, we won't take them, we won't take any of this. It's all junk. And we're heading towards the gate. Navigating the twisty maze of shacks and tarp shelters, Detroit's massive walls stand as a constant backdrop to the east. Easily half a dozen stories high and probably almost as thick, the city walls are on an impressive I can't talk today. The city walls are on an impressive sight to behold. Armed towers bristling with surveillance arrays stand at regular intervals, keeping watch over the sprawl and likely the city within. Before you, giant vid screens on the three gatehouses flash instructions about pass requirements and the threat levels as flocks of people stream into and out of the gates. You take your place in the line on the right with the others entering the city. So there we are, going in, trucks apparently coming out. When you reach the front of the line, a sinking feeling overcomes you. Heavily armed guards in full combat armour are checking attendees with some sort of scanning device. You're pretty sure that whatever these other folks have to get in, you're missing it. When it's your turn, the guard stops you and turns to a monitor installed in the wall. A message reads, "Device not detected, entrance denied." With the efficiency and compassion of an assembly line worker, he directs you away from the line, back outside. Unfortunately, getting entrance to the city may be trickier than just showing up. Back outside, you cross the muddy square and stop to survey the area. Where do you go now? Would anyone in the sprawl know about the cryo facility? You're startled when you notice a man has been watching you. He is wearing a long brown coat and matching hat and is leaning on a walking stick. From this distance you can almost see the glint of his eyes below the Tribley's brim, although it's probably just your imagination. He takes his time approaching you, and as he nears you notice there's a heavy macalage on his face. It reminds you of one of those old portraits you'd see in a history textbook. "Folks call me Hatter," he says matter-of-factly. "I think we may be able to help each other. Come with me." Hatter's offices is in the husk of one of those flophouse hotels you'd see crammed between high rises in a busy city. It even has the old marquee hanging precariously from the cornerstones. Several floors up, armed guards watch over the street from the missing sections of the building. Hatter acknowledges the men at the door and leads you through a surprisingly clean lobby to an old-fashioned elevator. "I have a client," he starts, pausing for the cage to rattle shut, "who collects heirlooms." He speaks louder over the motor. "He compensates well enough in fact that I'd be willing to part with a DMC visitor's pass in exchange." The elevator clunks to a halt and the door rattles open, revealing a dark room lit by vid screens and old lamps. Stepping off the elevator, it feels like you've walked into a control centre built into an antique store. Baubles and relics crowd the walls and tabletops, while video screens and computer consoles cast a bluish tint on a handful of armed guards. Hatter crosses the room to sit at a low, broad desk facing the elevator. There's a lake. He pulls a worn road atlas from a desk drawer, about a day's walk northeast of here. Inside the building, there is a silver urn. He pages through the atlas to a map of Michigan. My guess is that you know a thing or two about getting around out there, and maybe this could be your ticket into DMC. He pauses to look at you, interested. So we've now been presented with three choices. We can either use our trapping skill and say something's fishy here, say no, or aye. Well, the thing is, right, let's look at it this way. So we've travelled this whole distance, we've got to where we needed to go. We're at Detroit Megacity gates. We couldn't get in because we never had some kind of, what the hell was it called, a pass. We got turned away because we never had it. We walked away. This guy approaches us, just off the off chance, you know, I'm just some random dude and says, I'm interested, and you know, you're working for me. And I'm thinking to myself, well, hang on a second, there's going to be a catch. Now, he's saying that there's a lake, day's walk, inside the building with a silver urn. I'm thinking I'm going to go with a trap. Something's fishy here. He doesn't know me, so let's use that. Something doesn't add up. You're no seasoned mercenary, but you're sure any fixer worth his salt is going to be careful with whom he contracts for work, and a visitor's pass can't be cheap, so there's no way that this is just a cakewalk test. Plus, Hat approached you. Like I was saying, nobody walks into a town out of nowhere and gets that kind of welcome. Something doesn't wash here, and it's making you edgy. I don't like this, you say, stopping short of sounding threatening. Sounds like someone's trying to set me up. That gets Hatter's attention. You hear a creak of leather as the guard tenses. He says, leaning back in his creaky chair. Turns out maybe you are worth the extra attention you seem to have garnered, whatever. He looks down at the blank spot on his desk, considering something for a moment, and starts talking at it. Your, let's call him, employer, had a particular interest in you. He leans forward and starts interacting with his security console, interested enough to open this on contract with express instructions that it only be assigned to you. Said I'd find you trying to enter the DMC. Said he'd front the cost of the visitor's pass if I got you to do it. He finished the keystroke, then gestures to the wall monitors. On the one of the monitors switches to a view of this room, with a cycling time code in the lower corner. After a few seconds of fast forwarding, he switches to real-time playback. There, standing where you are now, a black mass about the size of a man talks with the Hatter. The detail seems to be glitchy, as if there were some dark-coloured static distorting the signal, but only around the figure. What's with the censoring, you ask? Don't know, he says. Look normal in person. Must be some sort of EM interference. The discussion is short, punctuated by the figure handing Hatter a small object, then leaving. As a rule, I don't disclose client info like this. He stops the video. But you seem like a decent type. More to the point, resourceful. And while money talks, I'll take a competent operative over cash any day. He reaches into a drawer and pulls out a small black wristband. The pass is yours. I'll keep my ear to the ground for any info on this Reaper fellow and let you know. And hey, he says before letting go of it, maybe you can come round again and your work. Maybe you can come around again when you're looking for some work. So, yeah, Detroit Megacity tracking bracelet, which fits onto there. I guess that because I've got still my hospital wristband on there. Philip Kennard. Right. So, right, free to go. Right, let's end the turn. Let's get into the gate. Navigating the Twisty Bay. Right, okay, we've read this part. At the front of the line, the guard motions you closer. A moment of pregnant silence precedes a satisfying chirp, and the monitor flashes visitor pass 96MAA 10816 authorised. The guard ushers you forward and you begin down a longish stretch of empty corridor lined with harsh xenon lighting. Beyond the opening at the other end you see throngs of activity and the flicker of busy signage eclipsed by passing people. So here we have it, folks. We are now officially at the mega city of Detroit. You move the WASD keys to scroll, or the arrows. I'm using arrows right now. Looks fantastic. I'm going to call the episode here, and on the next episode we'll continue on. I think the first place that we need to start is at the Detroit Savings Bank. If you can remember from my very first episode, I says when we checked the computer console that was in the cryo station, there was a saying that my name's Philip Kinnaird and that my bill was paid by the Detroit Savings Bank. So we'll go there and see what we can see, find out what we can, and then we'll just generally have a just look around the city, see what we can do, sell some crap. Yeah, we'll just take it from there. So yeah, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. As always, if you've got any comments, please post them below. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Thanks, bye.